I'm Alex Mahadavan with The Observer. Well, this week, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers released a study on the potential impact of the dredging of Big Pass. The inlet, which has never been before dredged, is a sand target for the renourishment of Lido Beach. We sat down with Sarasota City Engineer Alex DavisShaw to find out what the report means for the project.
Well, the City of Sarasota is actually the sponsor for the Long Range Beach Renourishment Project, and that means that we've actually been in communication and contracted with the Army Corps to do the design and develop this project. So we've been talking with them over the whole course of the research and the study for years. We've been working with them for about 15 years to get to the point we are right now. So what the Long Range Beach Renourishment Project is in shoreline protection is to develop a planned project to ensure the protection of Lido Key. And so that includes an initial construction project to provide what's called a protection berm so that we can protect it from storms. And then there's a part of the beach renourishment project that's advanced fill that's expected to dissipate over time. And then when that's gone, it's time to do another renourishment project. So where we are right now is the Corps has been looking at where to get sand for this first project. And so they have over the last several years looked at potential locations and have determined that the place where the sand would be available for this first project would be in Big Pass. So then they have to look to see whether or not sand can be harvested for Big Pass without impacting negatively Siesta Key, and that the shoal will be able to bounce back. What's next with the project is they've made this public so that both the city and the county can have it peer reviewed, and the city has somebody on contract to do a review of this to make sure that we are also comfortable. You know, when you've got a project this big, you want more than one set of eyes. And so we've actually had one consultant reviewing this during the process, and we're going to have another consultant review it after the fact, just to, double check. So, well, I think, the report has done two things. It has looked at old data and historical evaluations, which is very critical. How has this shoal behaved historically? And how has it behaved in the recent past? Because recently we've done things that hadn't been done, 50 years, 70 years, 80 years before, even though for the most part the shoal had been remaining constant for a good length of time. And so that's really what's in this report, is their evaluation based on all their research and then the modeling and other tools that they use to see how the shoal and the shoreline and everything will respond to different scenarios.